This attack was a triple until this overgrowth ruined everything. The plan wasn't the problem, so let me explain. By the way, this is the first episode of a new series where I analyze your attacks. So if you want to have a chance to be featured, join my Discord server. The link is in the video description. So now, let's get back to the overgrowth spell. To understand why the overgrowth was not white, we first have to look at the plan. Meg Ranger is using Hydra, like with Dragon Riders and Inferno Dragons, and is using the Stars army. So, with the jetpack, with the giant arrow on the queen and 4 earthquake spells. And what he wants to do, and what he did as well, is he wants to create a funnel by taking out this line with the arrow and the jetpack combination. Duke starting from here, flying towards the queen. Queen arrow from here, shooting through the base. And they should walk on this side. And then he has started his Dragon Riders straight in towards the town hall. And they should just move around the base to clear up everything. Now, let's quickly watch the first part of the attack. As you can see, earthquakes, arrow hitting everything. He gets the funnel he needs and then starts his Dragon Riders in towards the town hall. The invis triggers, everything is fine because he can just like cover everything with the warden ability. Queen and Duke is going strong on the bottom. Duke dies now. And now the rage pops. And his Dragon Riders are far from basically the far side. And those buildings currently are not doing anything. Which means it is pointless currently to place the overgrowth there because they are not targeting any troops or heroes. And you will see how this backfires then on the back end. Because the Dragon Riders are all on the top side with the Minion Prince, with the Warden and Inferno Dragons. The Queen is still going on the bottom. He hasn't pulled yet or dealt with the Clan Castle, but he still has spells left. If we just now watch the replay to the end, like ×2, Dragon Riders are going on the outside, he revives the Duke. Clan Castle is killing his heroes on the bottom mainly. And now the overgrowth expires in a bit. And the revenge is fully charged up and his troops are gone. Imagine if he has here, like the revenge tower not shooting at the troops for a little bit longer, then he has enough force to get everything done because he has the Minion Prince with the Phoenix. And then it would have been a triple, because in the end, it is a very close attack, and it was, yeah, a nail biter. Now, before we watch the replay again, and I will give the solution to the problem, if you like this form of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, it helps me out. Now, coming back to the replay, he sees that all his Dragon Riders are at the top side, and even those 2 Dragon Riders will go towards the top after the scatter shot is cleared. Now, he did use the overgrowth already, but they would have done it anyways because the buildings at the top were closer. At this point, as I said, he rewrites the Duke, okay, yes. But except the Duke, no other troop or hero would have been in the range of the Revenge Tower, the Mortars or the Builder Huts. I believe the reason why he used the Overgrowth so early on the Rage section was because the Rage was already triggered and he didn't want the Rage to recharge. But as you may know, the Rage charges up for like probably a minute or even more. And you can delay your overgrowth spell. By delaying your overgrowth spell, you will have more time, or like you need to delay as well to revive the Young Duke. Just because if you revive the Duke early, he would have been like an unnecessary damage. And every part of the attack, like the troops at the top and the heroes at the bottom, should come together at the same time on the back end, which is currently not really happening because he revived the Duke early. Now, if he delays his overgrowth spell, his Queen can walk at the bottom a little bit longer before the Clan Castle comes out because the Duke is pulling it. The Dragon Riders with the Inferno Dragons can speed up everything at the top so that they are basically near the Wizard Tower. And when he then uses his overgrowth, they can fight the Clan Castle, the enemy heroes, while not having the greatest damage on them. And when everything comes together at 9 o'clock, he can just revive his Duke and he will clear up the rest. And then it's a big triple. The other attack where Meg Ranger used his overgrowth spell not ideally was on this base. And what he did was very simple again. He wanted to take out roughly the section with the giant arrow and the backpack with earthquakes. And then Queen and Duke at the top and then Dragon Riders towards the town hall. Now if you pay close attention towards the town hall compartment, there's a lot of air damage in the rage section, 2 sweepers, a hero, and the town hall girl, sorry. So this is the section where he will use his overgrowth. So let's quickly watch the replay until the overgrowth section where he deploys it. Again, opener as said. Dragon Riders coming in from the left side towards the tunnel compartment. and they are flying decently. Like, he didn't have the greatest pathing with the opener, but it was fine. And now he's using the warden ability. At the same time, the rage is popping and the sweeper starts to shoot. And now he's making a decision which basically kills his whole attack, because he overgrowths too much of the rage section. He's overgrowthing, and he's overgrowthing the sweeper, which is fine, but he's overgrowthing 2 multis, the builder hut, and the super wizard tower. And the problem is, the overgrowth lasts for roughly 30 seconds, and the troops will clear everything, will move through the, towards the bottom on the outside, and then everything wakes up, and the troops are too far from the 2 multis, and they are just like gonna die because they are not like all together taking it out immediately after the overgrowth expired, because the overgrowth just covered too much buildings. Now let's quickly watch what happens. Exactly what I said, because I have watched obviously the replay already to give you the most condensed analysis. And as you can see, the overgrowth expires, and the Dragon Riders are pretty far off, and he has only 1 free spell left. The Warden is getting targeted by both multis, and the Super Wizard Tower is dealing his damage. And yes, he will cover or like get the section out of the way, but at what cost? He lost so many Dragon Riders and dragons, and that's why this attack failed once again. Watching the replay again, now you might wonder, well, how should you place it in this specific case? You want to take away some damage, and you want to create some pathing. The thing is, he's using his warden ability to block all the damage from the rage section, which means he doesn't have to overgrowth a lot. In this specific scenario, I would just go for this overgrowth on the sweeper, 1 multi, and the multi-gear tower. Why is it better? Well, he has spells left at this point, and he can just like freeze 1 time this whole section, which gives insane value for a free spell. The troops will heal up through it because of the Eternal Tome and the Healing Tome, and when the overgrowth expires, he has only 1 building which is kind of threatening his troops, and even if 1 single Dragon Rider will go towards this multi-inferno, he will take it out. That wasn't the case with the other overgrowth placement he used. So make sure next time you're using Dragon Riders or any type of air attack with an overgrowth spell, make sure to time it properly and place it in the right location. These 2 small details can make a big difference between a safe triple and a fail. So make sure to pay attention.